You want to fight? I mean, obviously, you've been attacking me repeatedly, so I guess it's kind of a dumb question, but shut up. Welcome back to ExtraHolidayGames. I'm ExtraHoliday, and isn't she cute? Isn't Cat cute? She's pretty cute. Anyway, I do like Cat and her design. She is quite appealing to me. Anyway, so there's this marker over here, which I assume is just, hey, do more mining. What's up? Yeah, okay, so you can go to various places. I think this is probably where the Forbidden Land we were in earlier, if I had to guess. Okay. So, what to do now? Let's see. What was the map button? I swear there was a button to go straight to the map. I don't remember it though. Story mission. Okay, so it's just mining and story mission. I want to see if we can go to. Oh, that's the altar probably. I want to see if we can go to a new place, because there's 3 different spots here. Well, this is probably. Let's start with number 0. And we're actually gonna skip the cutscene this time. Skip. I just kind of want to see what these places are, because I'm not confident that I've been to them before. They might be new. I don't know. But I'm guessing that this is probably the first where we started the game. Alright, and I think we can skip that. I don't think anything crazy will happen while we're just waiting. Yeah, okay, so this is... Hi. This is... Oh yeah, that's real powerful. This is where we started the game and didn't have our gravity powers. So now it's neat to just be here and have them. Oh hey, I forgot. I got some... Oh no, I didn't. I didn't get any precious gems from the last area. So I guess I'll get some here. You know what, I think our objective here will be to get enough for the sliding kick. The slide attack. Ooh. Ow! I mistimed the dodge. Oh, I can just kick him in the front. Alright. I don't need to get him in the butt. So... Yeah, we'll get enough for the... Whoa. Okay, I'm fine. We'll get enough for the sliding attack, and then we'll leave. Did he fall? He fell, didn't he? Oh, he didn't fall that far, though. Yo, what up? Alright. Okay, cool. Alright. I need ore. Where's some ore? Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of ore here. It said there was typical ore. Doesn't seem typical, I guess, isn't much. Yeah, it does seem like I'm using slightly less of my gravity gauge now. Alright. What? Yeah, actually, since we're kind of just grinding a little bit, I did... When I was kind of theorizing on how to make... Basically, how to make Cat in D&D, because that's what inspired me making the Gravatar class. When I was theorizing about it, I was like, well, maybe she's a monk, because, you know, she doesn't wear armor and she uses mostly unarmed attacks, and, you know, that's pretty monk-like. But, like, there's no monk class with with gravity shifting powers or like temporary flight. Actually, maybe like a 4 elements monk might be able to cast fly. I don't know, but like that's still not the same as this. So initially I was thinking like, oh well, maybe I'll make it like a monk subclass, you know. Maybe that would work. Then I realized like, well, okay, we want temporary flight, but like the only way to do that with a monk subclass would be to use ki, and ki you don't get back until you take a short rest, which isn't how it works here. You're not spending a half hour trying to get your gauge back in this game or the previous one. So I thought like, well, that's just not gonna work. I can't use a monk. So yeah, that's how I ended up deciding like, yeah, I'm just gonna make an entire new class, which by the way, was a lot more work than it initially seemed. Classes are very complicated in D&D. There's a lot to figure out, and especially because in 5th edition, this might have been the case in previous editions as well, but the fact that every class has multiple subclasses, like I think at least 3 for each one in the player's handbook, at least 2. I know, yeah, in the player's handbook it's at least 2 for each class. And so the fact that you need to figure out features for every single level is, including subclass features, is it's a tall order. But as of right now, I've done it twice. Now, granted, the Gravatar class is, I call it version 0.9 because it's not totally done. Basically, all I have left to do, aside from balancing and playtesting and balancing, I should say, is to figure out the 18th level feature for 3 of the 4 subclasses. But it's basically done. It's basically done. Like, I don't see anyone playing an 18th level shifter anytime soon. Especially since the max level in Auralia right now is like 15. So it's not like an official level cap. It's just because I'm the DM, I can decide what level everyone is. And I want to leave room for like overall growth in the world. Be like, oh yes, Auralians have gotten better at, you know, adventuring in the past 10,000 years or however long this story will take. I actually haven't figured out an exact time frame for like how long. Like I will say I have various story arcs planned out, and there will be time skips at certain points, but I haven't figured out exactly when and exactly how long and exactly what that means for, you know, each and every character. So it's okay, all right. So yeah, it's something that still needs figuring out, but it is neat. It is neat, I think. But again, I'm trying. Well, I say again. I don't think I've mentioned it in this series. I'm trying not to be so set on exactly where the story is going. Like, I have certain beats that I want to hit, but also I feel like, you know, a story isn't, or a story in D&D isn't just written by the DM, or at least I believe it shouldn't be, right? I believe the players should have meaningful input on what happens. And, you know, what that means is kind of ambiguous, right? What it means to have meaningful input. I guess more so than that, I feel like the players should feel like they have meaningful input, which is a slightly different thing. But also, I have ideas, right? I have ideas that I think would be very cool for people to experience, and that couldn't necessarily be experienced in the same way if I were to just say write a book, which I don't want to spoil anything, but I might be doing in the future also. But anyway, point is that I feel like, yeah, I've got some neat things in mind for the future of Auralia, but also I don't want to railroad my players into a certain story. I want them to feel like their actions have consequences. And oh boy, already I have plans for what's happened in Auralia so far, just from Box of Beginnings. Because those guys, they did some rather unexpected things. And we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see how it turns out, you know? Because things like setting a wildfire tend to have consequences in real life. So they might just have consequences in the game. Seriously. I feel like, oh man, that's I can't really blame them, because honestly I haven't put all that much into the world just yet, and I haven't really done a great job of explaining what is there, I don't think. But that's the players doing that sort of thing just makes me feel like, yeah, they're not like 100% invested into the stakes of the world. Because it's not like they did it to, like, oh, they did it because, you know, their character is evil and they want to see Auralia destroyed or anything. No, they did it because they started a wildfire because they were they were just fighting some enemies who were hiding in the grass, and they're like, oh, we need to get them out of the grass. So let's just burn everything. And I was like, well, I guess I did say the grass was dry, so you're kind of unreasonable for me to be like, nope, you can't burn it. Although I did try to make it at least a little difficult, because that's the thing. Don't tell my players this, but if I don't want something to happen, I will sometimes just make it harder. Like, I won't tell them no, but I'll just make it so that it's not as likely. I feel like that's kind of fair, right? I feel like that's kind of a fair compromise between me having a specific story that I want to tell, or at least specific story beats I want to hit, and also allowing the players to have an impact on that story. I feel like that's an okay compromise. I don't know. Maybe it's too much. Maybe I should just let them do whatever they want whenever they want, and, you know, be unbiased as to my own ambitions for the story. But I don't know. It's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing that I haven't quite figured out yet. Okay, well, that didn't work. It seems like those attacks from these guys are a lot easier to avoid now. I almost feel like I have more leeway when I'm gravity kicking as to how much I can move around. Also, they keep starting up too late to actually stop me from hitting them. Okay, almost fell off there, but it's fine. Oh, one more. I just need one more. Okay. Oh, and might as well grab this while we're here. Alright, so do I just pause to leave, or... Actually, how do I get out of here? Well and truly. Come back. Okay. Yeah, so... No, doesn't look like I can just pause and leave, unless it's in the map. How do I? Okay, so get back to here. Now let's mark that. All right. Wonder if I can make it all the way there without stopping. Suppose we'll see, huh? There's enough space below me, it feels like, for me to actually be able to drop a bit and recover my gauge if I run out. You know what? While we're falling, I mean, we're not actually going to continue falling while I do this, but I think I can upgrade right now, so let's do it. All right. We have a sliding attack now. Yay. Here we go. Wait, did the art deposits already come back, or did I not get these ones? There's a bit of recovery time on that sometimes, it seems. The shower kick. Nice. Okay. And then let's try out the slide kick. Oh, nice. Try it again. That's cool. Alright, let's get back to gauge. Wait, hold on. Okay, going back. Alright, yep, we can skip the cutscene. It's gonna give me another one. It's not actually a cutscene, but like, and that's what I enjoy about it, is that it's not actually a cutscene. Absorber fills gravity gauge whenever damage is done to an enemy in normal style. Has poison damage. Interesting. There are damage types. Didn't know that. Has poison damage, so this is just straight better than that one. So can I, if that's the case, can I just delete this? Yeah. Okay. Power kick increases damage. Oh, I like that. Decreases damage taken while in any gravity style. Ooh, okay. Slide conserver. So lowers the amount of gravity required to perform a gravity slide while in normal style. Okay, cool. Spread. Gravity kick homing radius is increased. Okay. And not as much damage, or not as much energy use. Got it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna slap on that there damage talisman. Yeah, power kick. Let's do it. All right. Because it also gives us reduced damage taken, which is pretty neat. Okay. So we're going back to Bang. Oh no, we're just chilling here. I probably have to talk to him to go back. Oh, I can go directly to mining site 13. Okay. You know, I don't know that I necessarily want to. Oh, but there's a check mark here now. Okay, we're gonna have to do all these. However, if we're gonna do them, we're gonna do them next time. Because as for this episode, that's a wrap. That's not the direction I meant to go.